Thank you, John. Our second 2020 honorary degree recipient is Nagi G. Naganathan, MS 81 from Clarkson, Master of Science 81, escorted by faculty host, Mechanical and Aeronautical Engineering faculty member Kenneth Wilmot, and he will present Nagi Naganathan.
For his influential leadership and steadfast dedication to our next generation of global leaders as a higher education executive, and for his dedication to research of smart material systems and structures, we proudly honor Nagi G. Naganathan.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you, Nagi G. Naganathan, the degree of Doctor of Science, together with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and honors appertaining thereto.
Good afternoon, Golden Knights. Trustees, President Collins, members of the executive staff, deans, distinguished faculty, staff, newly minted Golden Knights, and your families, thank you for this extraordinary honor. I accept it with great humility and with much appreciation. This is a very special commencement for me. I graduated more than 40 years ago from Clarkson. My travels never brought me back to this town until this time. This is my first commencement, so it's very special to be here with you today. I wish my wife and daughter could be here. Unfortunately, due to other commitments, they cannot. Without their love and support, I could not be where I am. I also want to recognize the thousands of students that have touched my life, both current and former, faculty and staff, both current and former, that has allowed me to do the good things outside. It is certainly not an individual's accomplishment. It's a collective effort, so I want to thank all of them in front of you today. Just if I ever write a book, it won't be on trees, but it'll be about beating the odds or some such caption. I was born in a small town in South India. It's a lower middle income family, first generation college attendees, myself and my siblings. I was born as the last of 9 kids. First of all, I'm thankful my parents gave me a name, not a subscript. At last we had a name. And when I was a young boy, if someone had tried to say what I would be doing 50 years later, my parents would have said, "What'd you drink this morning?" That would have been the reaction. But, life presents opportunities in many unique ways. And when I was a young man, growing up, the only thing I wanted to do was to be a Navy officer. And that's all, that was my entire career aspiration. I prepared for it. I went to officer selection, got through almost everything. On the last day of my medical, they surprised me. I cannot be a Navy officer because my color perception did not meet Navy standards. So that was a big shock. And that really changed my direction. All of a sudden, what I really was so bent on doing, all of a sudden changed. You may think it's funny today. I did not want to go to graduate school. I had no plans to leave India. I did not want to go into management, go figure. I'm a university president today, that's 3 for 3. So you never know what lies ahead in your life. I was listening to President Collins' remarks, and he was speaking about Mrs. Clarkson's poem about going from being into not being. When I look at my life, I think in some ways Clarkson, within the finite limits of mortality, did the other. from not being to being. I think I didn't know where I was going, and all of a sudden when I applied, that's because my friend was attending Clarkson. I got a scholarship to come here for a master's degree. I said, well, let me try this one. And I'm forever indebted to Clarkson. And that opportunity, the start I got here. I remember arriving here on a Greyhound bus on a Saturday afternoon. And those days, there was no internet. I had a book on life in the United States. That's all I knew on what to expect. But Clarkson gave me that start, gave me that opportunity. I met my advisor, Dr. Ken Wilmert, who was the graduate director there at that time, and later my thesis advisor. I can never quantify the amount of impact he has had on my life. The way, the kindness, the support, the way he provided that guidance when he was a master's thesis advisor for me, always encouraging me to do new things. I hadn't touched a computer in India, and he encouraged me when he sensed the interest to do so many new things. So thank you, Ken, for all your support and your encouragement. I tried to emulate it when I graduated more than 50 students in my life as graduate master's and PhD students. So to do the things I'm doing, Clarkson not only got me started in terms of my lifetime service to higher education, it allowed me to grow as a person, deal with the surprises. Life is full of forks. Life is full of surprises and resets. You all handled it beautifully in 2020 when it came out of the blue to deal with this pandemic still persisting and graduating and so on. So I am very proud to be part of this 125-year storied history of Clarkson. I am deeply grateful for all the start I got here at that time. And one thing I will leave you with, one of the people I want to recognize, who is now a trustee of Clarkson, my fellow Clarkson graduate, Mr. Rajan Raghavan, who is a big entrepreneur in Silicon Valley. There are so many people that are successful. Build on the relationships you have built here. That will go a long way. You heard about staying engaged. On that engagement with your friends, with your classmates, and with the university builds you up in so many powerful ways. They have certainly helped me in my life. I wish you all the very, very best, and thank you again for this great honor today.